In a world woven from whispers and the silent hum of ambition, where does true worth reside? Is it in the grand pronouncements that echo through the halls, or in the quiet, painstaking craft that shapes reality, thread by arduous thread? We often encounter those who paint masterpieces with words, promising vistas of unparalleled achievement, yet their hands remain idle, their looms silent. What happens when the tapestry of one's reputation is spun from boasts alone, devoid of the genuine fiber of endeavor? How long can such a fragile construct endure before the discerning eye of truth unravels it, revealing not a vibrant design, but a hollow, ephemeral shadow? This is the eternal dilemma of appearance versus essence, of declared intent against demonstrated deed. In the spectral city of Ethel, where architecture itself seemed to breathe and shift with the collective dreams of its inhabitants, lived two master weavers, Eldrin and Cale. Eldrin, cloaked in an aura of quiet dignity, was known for his tapestries that captured the very essence of light and shadow, each thread a testament to decades of meticulous dedication. His creations, though rare, were sought after by nobles and sages alike, their intricate patterns whispering tales of enduring beauty and profound truth. Eldrin spoke little of his work, letting the shimmering silk and robust wool speak for themselves, their textures palpable, their colors vibrant with an inner life. Conversely, Cale, with his booming voice and flamboyant gestures, was a whirlwind of self-promotion. He boasted of revolutionary dyeing techniques, of fabrics so fine they were invisible to the naked eye, and of patterns so complex they could only be perceived by the mind's eye. His workshop, often devoid of actual weaving, was instead a salon for storytelling, where Cale would spin elaborate narratives of his supposed triumphs, showcasing sketches of grand designs that never materialized beyond the parchment. He captivated audiences with his rhetoric, painting vivid images of tapestries that would make Eldrin's creation seem like crude rags. Many were swayed by his charismatic pronouncements, drawn to the promise of innovation, the allure of the avant-garde. One solstice, the city's council announced a competition to weave a monumental tapestry depicting the soul of Ethels for the Grand Temple. The winner would be granted the title of Royal Weaver and an unparalleled commission. Cale, with characteristic bluster, immediately declared his victory, already describing in vivid detail the ethereal glow and impossible textures of his unbegun masterpiece. He spoke of threads spun from starlight, dyed with the tears of forgotten gods, and patterns that would shift with the viewer's mood. He even presented a scroll, ostensibly a contract from a distant kingdom, commissioning an even grander work after his inevitable win, further fueling the illusion of his unassailable skill. Eldrin, meanwhile, simply nodded, bowed, and returned to the silent vigil of his loom. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. From Cale's workshop, only the incessant drone of his voice emanated, interspersed with the rustle of papers and the clinking of goblets from his frequent inspiration gatherings. He claimed his work was so delicate, so groundbreaking, that it could not be observed until its final, breathtaking reveal. From Eldrin's modest studio, only the rhythmic, almost meditative click-clack of his shuttle could be heard, a constant, humble rhythm echoing through the nights. On the day of judgment, Cale arrived with an empty, ornate frame, draped in a silken cloth. With a dramatic flourish, he unveiled it, announcing, "Behold, the soul of Ethel." Its beauty is so profound, its artistry so pure, that it can only be seen by those with a true and discerning heart. The crowd murmured, some squinting, pretending to discern something magnificent, others whispering their confusion. Cale's performance was masterful, his eyes alight with feigned adoration for his invisible creation. Then, Eldrin's apprentices carefully carried in his tapestry. It was not as large as Cale had promised his would be, nor did it glow with impossible light. Instead, it was a breathtaking landscape, meticulously rendered, depicting the city's ancient roots, its resilient spirit, and the quiet dignity of its people. Every stitch spoke of honest labor, every color resonated with authentic emotion. The texture invited touch, the scene evoked deep memory. The sun, a perfect circle of golden silk, seemed to warm the very air. The council members, initially swayed by Cale's theatrics, collectively turned to Eldrin's work. The silence that followed was not one of confusion, but of profound appreciation. The lie Cale had spun, once so compelling, now lay threadbare against the undeniable truth of Eldrin's craft. The royal weaver was chosen, and it was not the one whose words had promised the impossible, but the one whose hands had quietly delivered the real. This tale resonates deeply within the modern human condition. In an age saturated with self-promotion and curated digital identities, the allure of grand declarations often overshadows the quiet grind of genuine effort. We are constantly confronted with narratives of effortless success, of individuals who manifest their destinies through sheer will and eloquent promises. This fosters a pervasive scale complex, where the performance of aspiration takes precedence over the actual work. It reminds us that true progress, be it in personal growth, professional achievement, or societal impact, is rarely born from empty rhetoric. The invisible tapestries of our time, promises unfulfilled, skills exaggerated, impact overstated, eventually unravel when confronted with the tangible results of dedicated, sincere effort. The enduring value of sincerity and diligent work remains an unwavering beacon, even amidst the loudest clamor of arrogance and superficiality. In the end, the world does not remember the grand speeches of what might have been, but the silent, unyielding evidence of what was truly built. Filiarium reminds us, let your deeds be the most eloquent voice you possess.